Good morning, everyone. I'm here at City Hall and I'm waiting for the mayor, and I'm going to spend the day with the mayor and see what he does on a regular day in St. John's, Newfoundland. So here he comes right now on time. Perfect. Good morning, Your Worship.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good.
So spending the day with you.
Well, yeah, we got a few things on the go today, so I'm looking forward to it.
Perfect. What's our first stop?
First stop is we're going to drop by the depot and talk to our Public Works director there, Lynn Windsor, and just get an update on where we are with the expected snow tonight. Make sure everything is, all the equipment's ready and the staff's all ready.
Okay, let's go.
Excellent.
Okay, on our way. So, what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue is like light blue, dark blue,
Medium.
medium blue.
Medium blue.
How about what's your favorite food?
Favorite food? I like pasta. And I like seafood.
How about movies? What kind of movies you like? You like adventure, horror movies?
You know, I like a little bit of everything. I like dramas. Shawshank Redemption, probably my favorite movie.
Music? What kind of music?
I like pretty much every kind of music. I like rock. I like Newfoundland music. I love Irish music.
Heavy metal?
Not a big heavy metal
Wouldn't have
fan.
like Slayer or Motley Crue or anything like that. Motley Crue's not bad though.
No, Motley Crue's not bad, but they wouldn't be on my playlist.
No.
Alice Cooper. Pretty much a broad array of everything.
You like Alice Cooper?
Yeah, I do. Alice Cooper's pretty talented.
Yeah.
It's a great singer. And I like Queen. I'm a big Queen fan.
Queen's awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So here we are at the depot. Let's take from here.
Let's pop in.
Okay. So here we are with Lynn, and Lynn is the deputy city. What's your title?
Deputy City Manager of Public Works. So that's snow clearing, waste management, water and wastewater treatment, parks and open spaces, city buildings, and fleet.
Okay, cool. So we're expecting a storm here in our little city.
We're expecting our first major snowstorm. So the crews will spend today topping up salt in our trucks, making sure all the equipment is functioning properly. We'll probably do a pre-salt run, and once it starts to snow, we start to plow. Let everyone know that our 3-shift winter system is on, and we're ready for the storm. But it would be great if you could remind the residents to not to park on the street if they don't have to, because of course where the parking ban is not in place yet, that will certainly slow down our snow clearing operations this evening.
Right, and they may see some trucks going around earlier doing the pre-salting?
Yeah, for sure. So we will be pre-salting for this event, and of course we're hoping that that'll prevent the roads from becoming slippery really fast and catching people unaware.
And also reminding people that snow clearing happens on a priority system. So when you have a heavy snowfall like this, you're doing your priority 1. Sometimes you don't get to the priority 3s until your 1s and 2s. You may have to go back, right?
Exactly right. Yeah. And the other thing to remember with this storm is that it looks like it's going to be ending tomorrow morning. With the forecast right now, anyway, it'll be ending probably around like 7 o'clock. So people may wake up and their street may not be plowed. Yeah. We didn't forget it.
Yeah.
We're not there yet.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
So here we are looking at the fleet.
For the
It's really
storm,
peaceful in here, isn't it? It's not high stress
Good.
until the storm comes.
Yeah.
This
More
will be
intense
full
then.
tomorrow.
Yeah, as
got a
stuff
few
comes
little
in and we got to get it back on the road as quick as we can.
Yeah, that's all we can come in.
So we'll jump in the truck and go around a lot.
For sure.
First for a burn.
Okay, nice meeting you.
See you guys. Would you like to drive, Your Worship?
Why not?
Okay. I'm sure Bert and Jonathan wouldn't mind.
Head over to the gate, so we'll just go straight up this way.
Yeah. So Bert and Jonathan wouldn't mind me driving their truck anyway, would they?
No, they wouldn't. Yeah. I don't usually let anyone drive, but seeing you're the mayor, I'm sure they wouldn't mind at all.
Oh.
Do you know the boss?
I do. Know them well. Actually, I was one of their items on their family scavenger hunt last year, so I guess they'll let me drive. They gotta be nice to me to get me back this year.
Yeah.
You were an item people had to find.
People had to find, yeah. And last year, myself and Chris Andrews were 2 of the people they had to find.
Did they find you?
They did.
Where were you hiding?
I was in my house.
Oh.
And they pulled up in the car.
Okay, I see. Hi, boss. Who's got the best salt in town, boy?
It's all on tender, so it's the least expensive salt in town that becomes the important thing.
These are graders here, so we can use them to plow, and we also sometimes use them. See how they have a belly blade, like a blade underneath them. So we can use that to put down pressure. So if anytime when a lot of ice forms on the road, we got to break out these to try and scrape it off.
Okay, cool. Gotcha.
And to the left up here are the snow blower attachments. So we attach them to the loaders when we're doing snow blowing operations on sides, residential streets or any streets in the city.
Hey, so we're back home. Do you usually take the stairs?
Always.
Yeah. It's a lot of stairs, isn't it?
It is a lot of stairs, but it's good.
Yeah.
You know, I walk a fair bit. Walk in the morning, take my dog for a walk before I go to work. And but during the day, you're sitting, it's nice to get a bit of exercise.
Yeah. Do you love your job?
Love it.
Yeah.
It's the best job. It's challenging. There's always something different happening.
Yeah.
And but you're helping a community and helping people.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing to be doing.
Good morning, Your Worship.
See you, boy. See you, Dave. Good morning, sir. Brian.
Good morning.
Just left the depot there before me when I was on the way down.
Yes, we could have carpooled.
Yes, we should have. Come on in.
All right. Pull points to have a look at that. Thank you very long. Yeah.
So, tell us about what this meeting is all about.
Thank you, Your Worship, Mayor Breen and Brian. Good to see you again. Another part of my life, work life and volunteer life, is I'm the president of Softball Newfoundland and Labrador in the province, and we wanted to have a conversation with Mayor Breen on some upcoming events in the city of St. John's that we're working on. And we're also put together a 10-year plan that we will be releasing over the next number of months, with St. John's being a key component in it. And we want to announce today, basically, for 2019, that St. John's will host the Canadian Senior Ladies Fast Pitch Championships from August the 14th to the 18th. So we want to have some conversations on the city of St. John's involvement, and especially the facilities that we're using to avail of for Fast Pitch Championships now and into the future.
So the mayor is in his boardroom off the side of his office. I'm in his office waiting for him. It's a nice day. He's a very nice guy, and it's very easy going. We're having lots of fun. So how was your meeting?
The meeting was tremendous. A great opportunity to sit down with the mayor and staff and discuss opportunities over 2019 and over the next 10 years. Mayor Breen is very receptive. I've worked with him on previous national championships, and we look forward to 2019 as the beginning point.
So Mayor Breen, what are you doing right now?
Well, just got a little bit of paperwork to do here. Involved. Hi.
Hey.
Councillor Jameson, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. How's Rabbit Town?
Over.
Over?
Done.
Complete?
They're putting the pavement back over the holes in the roads,
Yeah, I
but
saw
other
the
than
paving
that,
there
it's
last
like
week. Yeah, good.
all quiet on the western front.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Just in time before the snow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's happy
We
about
were
that.
up in the depot before we came down here,
Right.
and all the equipment's ready, and all the salt trucks are ready, and it's not a sight I like, but it's good to see.
It's that like weird stillness out there. I think it's coming.
Kind of a calm before the storm.
Do you guys get, I see you kind of getting nervous when there's a storm. Is there anticipation of something might go wrong, or is it like, do you get nervous when
You
there's
always
storm?
get a few calls of like there's snow in front of my driveway, or they never plowed my road, or they plowed my road too many times. So it does get a little busy. We
Yeah.
can expect probably a lot of calls over the next 24 hours, I'd say.
It's difficult. You know, one thing that we do have is we have the ability for people to go online and they can track where their plow is.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go into our snow clearing section, I think it is, you'll see where's my plow, and it brings up a map of the city and shows some general areas of the city that you can zoom in on.
In real
of where
time.
where
all
the plows
are
are actually working. So it helps.
Yeah.
It helps explain it. We can refer people to that. But you know, it's somewhat like the police in the way that if you don't see a plow, that doesn't mean they're not out there. It means they're working. Like, you don't see all the police cars in the run of the day, but I'm sure that
But
they're out
they're
there doing
around,
their job,
yeah.
right? So, you know, but people want to make sure that they're able to access their homes, they're able to get out, and if there's an emergency, that people are able to get in to help them. So it's a natural concern that they have, but we do have a plan to do it, and we stick to that plan.
Yeah, and it all gets done.
Yeah, good.
All right.
I have Reverend Burrows coming in seeing you in a few minutes.
Oh, lovely. He's great. I love him.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right. Thanks.
See you later.
Can you tell me your experience working at City Hall and working with the mayor? What's it like, and how you must love your job? And can you explain?
It's not boring. It's never ever boring. No 2 days are ever alike. I will say his worship is an excellent team leader, and he's really good at bringing everybody together and getting us to bring some diverse perspectives onto the same page. So I'm really happy to work with him. I'm really grateful.
How are you doing?
Very well, thanks.
Good to see you again. Great to see you. Great. Good to see you. How are things?
Oh, not too bad at all.
Good. Good. Not a bad day out?
No, I get a little cold, but
Calm before the storm.
that's right.
Yeah. Great.
So thanks so much for taking this
Oh,
time.
absolutely. Anytime.
So I wanted to talk to you today, as we discussed, about Homing and Furniture Bank.
Right.
As my role as executive director, and wanted to talk a little bit about things that we can do together. City of St. John's has been a great support throughout our 3 years that we've been in existence. So I wanted to have a chance to have a conversation with you about what that would be.
Excellent.
All right, that seemed like a good meeting.
Yeah, it was a very good meeting.
So now we're off to lunch with the Kiwanis.
Yes, we are.
Okay, so let's get on that.
But now, first of all, I got to talk to the city manager for a couple of minutes
Okay.
about where we are with the materials for next week's budget,
Okay.
and just a quick update on strategic plan documents.
Can I come to this?
You certainly can.
So we're down here?
Just right down here, first door on your left.
I know.
How's it going? Good. Good. Good.
So you're having a day, right?
Having a day. Yeah.
So we're here with Kevin, and Kevin, you are, what's your title?
City manager.
City manager, and we went to school together.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, small world. Huh?
Yes, I got a lot less hair, and your hair is a lot less blonde.
Yeah. Kevin, you've been working with the city for how long? Tell
I've
us
been with
about
the city for about 24 years, 23 years, and I've been city manager for the last 2.5 years.
And you love your job here?
Oh yeah, very exciting. It's never a dull moment, of course, when you're dealing with 11 councillors who all have great ideas and a lot of energy. So they keep us on our toes, and that's the way it should be.
Cool. So you oversee all the departments as well?
So I'd be the administrative head of the city. So we'd have, let's see, I have 4 deputy city managers reporting to me. I also have a city solicitor who's considered as part of the executive as well. So a total of 5 on the executive. And then there's the city clerk, the director of human resources, the communications manager, the risk manager, the auditor, and the fire chief. They all reported to me as well.
And you were telling me earlier you got a really good team of people that head each
Absolutely.
department, and that helps to run a city
Absolutely.
smooth.
I mean, you can't do this job on your own. It's impossible. You need a really solid team behind you. Everyone has to share the same vision and the same goals. And, you know, I'm very blessed to have a really competent professional team, and that helps me sleep very well at night.
And you got a good mayor.
Well, you know, he's pretty good.
Do you
He's
guys
pretty good.
gel well together?
Oh yeah, we have a great relationship. We keep in regular contact to discuss the big issues, and part of my job is to keep him informed and keep council informed as to what, you know, some of the challenges are and what we need to really be keeping our minds on. Particularly with respect now, we're coming up developing our budget and our new strategic plan, so that's really a focus.
Cool. Okay, well, I'll let you get at your meeting.
Okay.
So we're on the go again. Where are you going now? Delivering a shoebox to like homeless
Yeah,
people?
Operation Shoebox is a program each each Christmas, where you prepare a shoebox for women who are in need at Christmas time.
So that was a nice thing to do.
Yeah, it is good, and you know, I'll when I get a chance now, I'll put it on Twitter, and hopefully we can encourage some more people to drop off shoeboxes before Christmas. And
So what were you like when you were like a little boy? Were you like shy or?
I was pretty shy.
Were you?
Yeah, I was pretty shy. I was very small. My brothers and sisters used to call me Mouse. That was the name they put on me because I was pretty small.
Mayor Mouse.
Mere Mouse, yeah. And you know, and I was the youngest of 7 kids, and my father was 59, almost 60 when I was born. So,
really?
Yeah, my oldest brother is 18 years older than me, and but we're a very close family, and but there's there's a big age difference amongst us all.
Right. What were you like when you were like a teenager?
You know, I was pretty quiet. I wasn't rambunctious. The second one's the entrance. You know, I was pretty much your normal teenager. You know, didn't get in much trouble.
Yeah. Weren't like a party animal or?
No, never was, still not.
No,
So, you know, but you know, enjoyed.
It's not all cracked up as it seems to be.
No, it's not.
Not that I would know.
You know.
Fish and chips, is it?
Fish and chips today with Kiwanis Club. Kiwanis are involved in our Visitor of the Week program during the summer. So we take tourists. The RNC arrest them in the morning, and we've been doing that for a number of years. And each year they have an appreciation lunch for their volunteers. And I came to thank them for the work that they do.
Here you go, worship.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Would you like any gravy or anything?
No, I'm good, thank you.
All good?
Okay, thanks.
You all know, and we're very pleased again today to have the mayor, Danny Breen, here with us. And Danny, you could stand for a moment and for us to say thank you to you and your staff for all the hard work that they do, and we really appreciate it. Thanks very much, Chairman.
So that was a nice lunch.
Yeah, it was good. It was great to see people, and you know, Kiwanis has a long record of community service in the community, and people there give freely of their time. So it's nice to be able to go in and have lunch with them and thank them for their contributions.
And the next time we'll have lunch at Raymond's with them.
That's right.
So where are we off to now?
We're going back to City Hall now. I have a meeting coming up with a developer who's interested in building a new residential project in the downtown area. So we're going to have a chat with him, and then after that we'll be off to a Christmas reception.
Perfect. Okay, let's go.
So, what have we got, Philip?
Well, got another interesting project, I think. I mean, residential, downtown, inner core housing. I mean, we feel pretty enthusiastic about it. It's in the downtown, it's in the institutional area, and we're certainly aware that there are any number of concerns and interests and responsibilities that we have as proponents. And one of the things that we want to do is we want to start talking to you people early in the process so that we can get input and feedback and information before we get the design done. In other words, we want to work together, and so that we don't bring in a fait accompli, but when we come in, everyone is familiar with it, and
there's been some level of engagement.
yes,
There's been
I mean,
engagement. Yeah.
we won't expect that everyone's objectives will be met 100%, but we would certainly hope to find the right balance for, you know, the interests of the owners and proponents and the interests of the city, basically.
So I think their meeting is almost adjourned. I left them because it was kind of private, so let's see how it all went. Are you finished?
Yeah, we're good. Thanks very much. That's certainly an interesting project, and there's a lot of things to be left done with it, but you know, it's something I think that we can all we can all have a good look at and follow through the process.
Thank you very much.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Good seeing you again, Phil.
Great.
Nice meeting
Yeah.
you. Good seeing you.
Yeah, you as well.
Thanks,
Thank
Sheila.
you.
Okay, guys.
So how did the meeting go?
I think the meeting went pretty well, actually. Paul,
Yeah.
what do you think?
I was positive. They were engaged, interested, and curious about what we're up to, and positive.
Certainly we have some hurdles to get through, but great first step.
Yeah, and talking about them is certainly the best way to do it.
Yeah.
So, good start, I think.
Yeah, very optimistic. I look forward to it.
I was just wondering how you guys work together and how that, what's the day-to-day? Do you see each other all the time? Or?
We have different issues that come up from time to time. We don't always agree, but you know, that's, if we all agreed, then we really wouldn't be that valuable, because we have to draw out the other points in each other.
And it's a democracy, right? No one has the decision.
No, it's a
like
democracy. This is the
said.
beauty of it. Everybody has their opinions. And I have to say, you know, I really appreciate Danny's leadership, I got to say. We have a very respectful working council right now. And that a lot of that is due to the leadership that's happening. Certainly we have a very progressive council, and you know, since my time, since 2009, first coming on, there's been a lot of changes.
Yeah.
And in terms of attitude, and that's not to say it was all bad or it was all good, but I do believe that one of the most important things is that people are learning how to respectfully work with each other for the betterment of the community.
Yeah, and we also want to encourage people who have, you know, different views or different opinions to express them.
Yeah.
And you know, and as we try to make decisions, make sure that we have well-rounded and full discussions, rather than listening to one or two people kind of push their way and get that opinion to the front and center.
That's
we
right.
want to hear from everyone, and we try to make sure that everybody has a voice.
This is the ground floor. This is where you're dealing with constituents head on and dealing with issues that directly impact people's lives right away. And so I think that character and that personality aspect is really an important part of it. Once you get up into higher levels of government, you know, you have an entourage of, you know, assistants and things like that, and there's a level of you're slightly removed from your constituents. And
This
so
is
it's
more personal.
This
you
is
have
definitely
to
more
really
personal.
listen to people and hear what they're saying and what they feel, because you're representing them.
I always call it the Costco consultation.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, you can have all the consultation sessions that you want, but when you're down to Costco in the produce section,
That's right.
and people are really telling you what they feel, that's important.
It is important, and my kids have given up on going to the grocery store with me a long time ago.
Yeah, because you'd be in there for an hour.
Oh
right?
yeah,
It's just
absolutely.
Like everybody wants
and
to.
It's great. It's great. It's nice to be available like that. I mean, you know, it's consumptive, but that's what we're here for, right? We're here to be direct.
And it's nice to have something to do and a job, and you know, for all of us.
Yeah, no, it's great, I must say. And the other thing is too, aside from a great working council and a respectful, you know, great leader that we have here, I think our staff here at the city are just phenomenal.
Yeah,
they really are great. And you know, so you know, I definitely do a shout out to the folks
Never
here.
do we have to ever question if we're getting the right information and the correct information. You know, we know that when we ask them a question, that they're going to give us the straight answers and the information that we need to hear, not what we want to hear.
Yeah.
Well, great check, guys. So we'll go down to the council.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a privilege, something that you never get to, like a bucket list, I guess.
Yeah,
not everyone gets
it's not exactly the most comfortable thing you've ever been in. No. It's got a lot of history to it.
Well, thanks for the tour.
So we're off to the Port Authority, right?
Yes.
And it's their Christmas
annual Christmas reception.
And you're going to make an appearance.
I'm going to make an appearance. The Port Authority is an important partner of the city, and the ocean industries is an important industry to the city and the province. And so it's a chance to meet the people that are working in that industry and people that are working around the harbour.
Cool. Okay. Sounds good. with Sean Handerhan, the CEO of the Port Authority, and can you tell me your connection with Mayor Breen and how you work closely with the city and your involvement day-to-day or week-to-week?
Sure. Port Authority is a big economic developer. I like to call us a mega project for over 500 years. And Danny's been very supportive as mayor of our endeavour. We're one of the largest taxpayers in the city. As a whole, we look at all the port users around the harbour, and not only are we large taxpayers, but we're great economic developers. And Danny recognises that. He's one of the people that you don't have to sell the port on because he knows the benefits of it, being a business-minded fellow that he is. So we have a lot of interaction, small files, big files, but one thing about Danny and the current councillor is that the whole council is that they're good listeners. We talk to them a lot. There's a lot of interaction. They're good to deal with, and so far our relationship has been terrific.
Well, thanks for talking to us and being a part of the Day with the Mayor's video.
Great.
And have a good Christmas.
Thank you.
Take care. Nice to meet you.
Thanks, you too, Danny. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Eddie Van Halen or Cyndi Lauper?
Eddie Van Halen.
Whitney Houston or Debbie Gibson?
Oh, Debbie Gibson.
Debbie Gibson. Okay. Barbara Streisand or Aerosmith?
Aerosmith.
Tina Turner or George Michaels?
Oh, Tina Turner.
Motley Crue.
Yeah.
Or Poison?
C, none of the above.
None of the above.
Not even a snowstorm can slow down the mayor. We're at the engineering building. There's a vigil going on, so we're gonna check this out. Here we are at the vigil, and can you explain what the vigil is?
The vigil is an anniversary of the 14 women who were killed in the Montreal massacre, and it's a memory of violence against women. And I'm very pleased to represent the city of St. John's.
So all in all, it was a really great day. I can't believe how much energy he has and how many people's hands he shakes. He's like the Energizer Bunny, and he's very committed to the city, and all around really nice guy. So I had a great time, and thank you, Your Worship, for letting me follow you around and job shadow you for the day. So anyways, I got to get home because there's a storm coming, but take care, everyone. Bye. There's one now. We're in good hands.